guys, Thong here, welcome back to a brand new video. Now today we've got a very interesting video because football is back on June the 17th, and by football I mean English Premier League. It's back and there's going to be football every day. It's going to be on our screens. Boredom is disappearing, and with that we're making a video today predicting the final Premier League table. Yes, the teams that get relegated, the teams that make Europe, who's going to win the bloody thing. It's all happening in this video today.
The like target today, the Premiership's back, so really press that button, 5,500.
Let's smash it. I reckon we can hit that. If you want to see Premier League live streams, if we hit it, we'll do it. Now we've got to move on to your 20th position. What is it, Thogdad?
Norwich.
Ooh.
And I'm sorry, they've only won 5 games all season.
Yeah.
So they actually need to win 2 just to catch up.
See, the problem is, not only do they need 2 wins, but you've got to remember the 3 teams that are all on 27 points above them are all going to be fighting for their lives and probably grinding out draws and wins. Yeah. On top of that, Pookie had a party at the beginning. They've had some great memories, you know, like beating City. That was great. You know, Todd Cantwell's had a breakthrough season, but it's championship football for them next year, in my opinion. 19th place, Thogdad. Who have you gone for?
I have to go with Bournemouth.
No way.
Now, I know they're level on 27 points, but just look at the run-in that they've got.
My gosh.
They've got to play Wolves, Man United, Spurs, Leicester, Man City. That is a step too far.
They've kept a Premier League status club for a few years, but I'm going to have to unfortunately agree with you, Thogdad, and say yes, I also think they'll be the second team to go down. I've also put Bournemouth in 19th.
Right, now this is a very interesting one,
yeah,
and I reckon 18th place will come down to 1 game on 1 day.
Yeah.
But I'm going with Aston Villa.
Oh my God, you're saying Villa are going down?
Yes, but I think it will go right to the wire because Villa, of course, have got the game in hand. So they've got to play Sheffield United in that game in hand.
That's not easy.
But look at the games after that. Chelsea, Wolves, Liverpool and Man United. Those are the next 4 games. It's a step too far. Villa are going down. Even
5 minutes before this video started, I kept switching between Brighton and Villa to be that team who's going to survive.
Yes.
And I've finally come to a conclusion, simply on the points that they're on right now, that I also agree with you saying Villa will finish 18th, but it will go down to the very last week between Brighton and Villa. I'm telling you that now. I think Brighton are going to struggle because they've also got a very hard run of games. But I think Villa will be the team to go down because of the point difference between them 2 teams currently.
And in 17th place, I think this team will drop a couple of places, but only just survive. Brighton and Hove Albion.
Ooh, wow. Okay, like I said, I agree with you. They grind out too many points. They don't get enough wins. How many games has it been since they've won, Dan?
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah, they just draw and lose games.
I think this will be very worrying times for Brighton because 4 of the next 5 games are against Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool and Man City.
Yeah.
So I reckon you might have a point where Brighton are in the relegation zone.
If Villa decide to turn on the gas, go on a run, Grealish is on fire, McGinn's back, you know, they could easily pluck it out of the bag and Brighton could go down. In 16th place, who have you gone for, Dad? Which club is surviving?
I've gone for Watford. I think they'll survive by 2 to 3 points. They've got 4 tough games coming up.
Yeah.
Leicester, Chelsea, Man City and Arsenal. But the Man City and Arsenal games are the last 2 games of the season.
Yeah, true.
So I think by then they might just have survived.
They've got 5 home games and 4 away, so they've got a few more home games, which is always good. I've also got them in 16th, which means we've agreed on all the bottom 5, which is crazy. The reason I've got Watford to survive with ease is because of Nigel Pearson. He knows how to grind out results.
Yeah.
I was at the match where Watford beat Liverpool 3-0.
And a very good point. Nigel Pearson is exactly the gaffer you need right now.
Yeah, very good appointment from Watford mid-season there.
15th, I've gone with West Ham United. Okay. Now, their next 3 games, would you believe it, Wolves, Spurs and Chelsea.
Not easy.
So it's squeaky bum time, but after that, West Ham have got enough quality in that squad to stay up.
West Ham are a team that should be nowhere near the relegation zone. You look at their players, you look at the wages they have, the calibre of footballers they have in that club, and you think absolutely no way should they even be flirting with relegation, but they are, and that is the problem. I would not write them off. We may be seeing Felipe Anderson in the Championship next year. Who the hell knows? But I don't think we will. West Ham, I believe, will finish in 15th, and they also score more than any other team down at the bottom. So I think they'll pick up enough points.
We now get into what I'd call the mid-table zones.
Yes.
And in 14th, I'm going with Southampton. Now, they're 7 points clear, and their next game is against Norwich. So, you know what? A win in the next game could put them safe. Comfortably 14th.
I agree with you.
Moving on to 13th, and I know we're going to disagree here.
Really?
I've gone with Burnley.
Ooh.
Now, I think they will slip 3 places. I think they'll find it. I think they'll find it very hard without those Turf Moor crowds.
They're currently in 10th, so you're saying they're going to drop down 3 places.
Yes.
But they've only got 2 difficult games.
Yes, I know.
Check the facts, guys. My 13th place is Crystal Palace.
Okay.
The reason I think they'll drop a couple positions is because they've got 6 difficult games left, right?
Yeah.
They're going to be safe. They'll end mid-table.
But surely Christian Benteke is going for the golden boot. You know, a few hat-tricks late on.
You keep thinking that, you keep thinking that, all right?
And in 12th place, I'm going with Newcastle.
We agree again.
Yeah, I think they might climb one place.
Yeah.
But the real thing about Newcastle is what happens next season.
Yes. Saudi Arabian owners coming in, that is absolute limbs for the Newcastle lot. It's going to be interesting to see what Mohammed bin Salman actually does with the club, the money that he puts in. People say he's the richest guy in the world, but how much money does he actually put in? That's the real sign, you know? A lot of players will want to prove their place in the squad next year, because most of them, they're probably going to be kicked out the door. So you'll have some players that really turn up, maybe even Joelinton. Who knows? I'm kidding. Probably, he'll be the first out the door, to be honest with you.
Absolutely. And in 11th place, I've gone for Crystal Palace.
Ooh.
I think they'll do okay. There could be some really dull games mid-table, to be quite honest.
11th for me, I've gone with Everton. Yes, it's going to be tough for them in the first game because they've got to play at home to Liverpool without fans. And usually in the Merseyside derby at Goodison Park, they'd have the fans to kick them on and get a result, but they don't have that now, and it's really gutting for them because I would have actually backed them if there were fans there, but without them, I think Liverpool probably beat them 3-1. They're just too good. But I still think they will finish in a better position as they're currently in.
And I'm going to sort of agree with you because in 10th place, I've got Everton.
There you go.
I think they'll have a reasonable end to the season, and I think they'll do better than that next season.
My 10th place is Burnley. And the reason I think Burnley will end quite high up in the mid-table stretch is because they've got 2 difficult games. I've already said it to you, Phil, Dad.
Yes.
He says 13th. He's a mug, guys. He's a mug. Burnley will graft out a couple wins and they'll be fine. So yeah, it doesn't even matter. It's mid-table.
And in 9th place, Sheffield United. Like Burnley, I think they'll struggle without the crowds, without the Bramall Lane roar. And I can see them falling off a little bit. But despite that, it's been an amazing season.
Right, that's interesting, Phil, Dad. So in 9th place, you've got Sheffield United. And I would have agreed with you, but I changed it last minute for Arsenal. And the reason I picked Arsenal is because of their difficult run of games. If you actually look at the games they've got to come up against, it's disgusting. They've got 4 home games and 6 away games, which is never nice. Although they've got a game in hand, they've got 5 difficult games left. So I think Arsenal will actually finish below Sheffield United, and it's a big call. But the problem with Arsenal right now is it looks like Aubameyang's leaving, Lacazette's on the way out, apparently holding his 2. They're going to need a complete squad rerun. They're still paying the Pepe money.
We're now approaching what I'd call the approximate European places. And I reckon 6th to 8th could be really, really close.
Agreed,
and really fascinating.
And you've got to remember, guys, since City are not making Champions League, it pushes an extra position for Europe. Any club that finishes 8th, get Europa League.
In 8th place, I'm going for Tottenham Hotspur. I think there's a lot of quality in that squad, and they're going to push Wolves and Arsenal very close.
They definitely need to reinvest in that defence. They've conceded way too many, 40 goals already this season. For Tottenham, that's not good enough. They were in the bloody Champions League final last year, for God's sake. For my 8th place, I'm going for Sheffield United. Yes, I believe they're going to get a European position, and I know there are going to be a lot of happy Blades fans watching this video.
Brilliant. And 7th place, I'm going for Arsenal.
Ooh, you're going for Arsenal?
Yes.
You think they're going to jump up 2 places?
Well, the funny thing is about Arsenal is that their fans give them so much grief. I think in some ways it'll help them to play behind closed doors.
Yeah, but Dad, they've got 5 difficult games left. They've got more away games than home. Are you really still backing them?
And I think Aubameyang really wants that golden boot.
Definitely.
And I just think...
However, it looks like he's on the way out.
Yeah, maybe.
So, I don't know if he's really going to be motivated to play for Arsenal anymore, if he knows he's leaving.
That lad loves to score goals. Definitely. So I think there's going to be a strong finish for Arsenal, 7th place.
Who knows, Dog Dad? In my 7th place, I've gone for their rivals, really, for Tottenham Hotspur. Corona's probably been the best thing to happen to the club, and I'll tell you why. Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, Bergwijn and Sissoko are all back from injury. That break that Corona's given them has basically relived their squad. They've got a full-strength squad now again. And we all know how much of an impact players like Sissoko have in the squads. And, I mean, Harry Kane, it goes without saying, he's the bloody captain. But if they can shape up with Jose Mourinho, one of the best managers in the world, they'll be fine. 7th place, European footy.
Good shout. And in 6th place, I'm going with Wolves. What a season. Real quality. I think they'll hang on, and well done.
That's a big call. And I agree with you. I've also put Wolves in 6th place. It goes without saying, they've had a quality season, and for God's sake, they might even win Europa League this year.
Right, now 5th and 4th could be very close.
Yes, it could. This is a big call. I want to know what you're going for.
It's a very big shout, and I'm going for Chelsea. Narrowly.
In which one?
5th.
Oh, he said Chelsea in 5th.
Yeah.
And I agree with you.
Right.
I agree with you.
Yes.
And, you know, I just think when you compare the lineups of United and Chelsea, when it comes to squad depth, the end of the year, the final push, I think United nick it, don't you?
I do. Now, it's a big shout because they've got to make up 3 points.
Yeah.
But I think with the form that Bruno's in, with Pogba back, with the young Chelsea squad who might struggle a bit late on.
However, we say all this, we're saying one team over the other, but it doesn't really matter. Both of these teams are going to make Champions League football and end on a good note.
And in 4th place, Manchester United.
Yes, I agree with you, Thogdad. We've already said this. We think we'll end above Chelsea. I think they'll go on a late good run, and I'll tell you why, Thogdad. The Corona has blessed them again, and I'll tell you why. Pogba is back.
Yeah.
We are going to see for the first time the Manchester United lineup with Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba in that midfield. That is so luxury.
And quite honestly, I think we all know the top 3. In my 3rd place, I'll simply say Leicester, and well done, lads.
Yeah, well done, Leicester. You've had a great season. I think you'll retain that 3rd position because you know what? They've got a good enough squad depth, don't they, Dad?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we backed them. Champions League football at the King Power Stadium next year, and good on them.
Absolutely,
I really hope
brilliant.
Vardy can keep it up next season too.
Yeah.
They've got a great team. I'm happy for them.
And in 2nd place, I'm going with Manchester City.
Ooh.
I think they'll get 22 points over the remaining games, which is more than anyone else, so well done, City.
That leaves only one club, Thogdad.
Yes.
You know, but we'll go on to that. We'll go on to that. Yeah. City, 2nd place. If they didn't bottle so many games earlier on the season, then it would have been a closer title race. But now the gap is just too big to discuss anything else.
Yeah.
I think the big mistake for them this year was selling company.
And of course, in 1st place, and I reckon with over 100 points...
Ooh, okay.
Liverpool.
Wow, there we go. Liverpool are finally going to win a Premier League trophy. I agree with you, of course. We both got Liverpool there.
Liverpool fans, how are you going to celebrate in isolation? Let us know in the comments.
It is a shame that they can't do a trophy celebration with the fans.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Liverpool for a second. You think they'll sign Timo Werner for next year?
This is really interesting because they won't pay the 50 million that is required. They reckon he's worth 30 million.
Well, that's a little bit.
It's a little bit hard.
Leave your predicted league table in the comments. I'm going to be liking, responding. We're going to be doing a live stream soon as well, so we're going to give away for that. So smash the like button on this if you want to enter that giveaway, and subscribe if you're new around here too. Thogdad, what's your like target again?
The like target today is 5,500.
If we hit that, what will you do?
I will drink a beer.
Ooh!
The trouble is, if we don't hit the like target,
We're going to drink a Coke.
Press the like button, please. Please.
It's nice and sunny now in England, and I'm absolutely buzzing for the Premier League. Guys, see you later. Have a good one. Bye.